Yeah, the D stands for Donald or Don, so now you all in the insiders and Don Waldie. No. It's a Scottish Don.
Ah, there you go.
My last name is Waldie. It's a great pleasure to be invited here by Greg Nielsen, but also to reveal to you, apart from my actual name, to reveal to you that I'm not a citizen of Los Angeles, right? I don't live in Los Angeles. I live in that great big thing called LA, but I don't live in the city of Los Angeles. I'm not a citizen of your city. I have a perfectly good city of my own, perfectly ordinary city of my own, called Lakewood, down by Long Beach, where I have lived my entire life. I look at the problems of your city and the larger region LA from somewhat of an outsider's perspective. I'm looking at it from over there, not from inside the boundaries of your city. It gives me certain license to speak bluntly, as Greg wished me to speak, and so I will begin by being blunt by saying that there are some words I have not heard enough today in the early opening session of this morning's program and in the sessions following it. One of those words that Greg kind of mentioned in his introduction, but I would like to hear more about, that word is power. I don't think you are comfortable with using that word. I don't think the people who lead you are comfortable with using that word. I'd like you to be more comfortable with the word power, because I believe you have power. I believe you don't know how much you have. I think it's more than you think you have. And I kind of believe you don't know how to use it and where to apply it. And part of what we're going to be talking about today, I think, collectively, is how to express the power you have. I also think that perhaps you're not willing to use the word politics enough. I think you need to be more comfortable with the idea of politics, particularly the idea of politics that brings neighborhood councils together in coalitions and in groupings. And I'm also concerned that you're not sufficiently comfortable with the idea of being a problem. All my words so far begin with a P, don't they? Politics, power, and a problem. I rather think that one of the difficulties of your work as community leaders in your neighborhoods is that you have not yet become comfortable enough with the idea of being a problem to the elected officials who serve you as your city council member, the elected officials who serve you as the mayor, state legislature. And if you were more of a problem, you might be more effective in some ways. So part of what we're going to talk about today is how to become more of a problem, and the tools you might use to become problem people. Because I think you will find that your power appears as a product of your ability to become adept managers of yourselves as problem creators. And I want you to kind of think about that for a moment. And the last thing that I thought might add to my opening remarks, to use the blunt language that Greg urged me to do, because as an outsider, I get to say things that other people may not be able to say. Part of what I'm hearing today as an outsider is wonderful, warm, true, real conversation about diversity. A language that I like to hear, that we still haven't heard enough of, and to recognize our diversity. But I'm a little concerned that sometimes that word is being coded, has a coded meaning. There's code behind that word. That when we talk about diversity, it's a code word for some people to say, but stay away from solidarity. So I'm interested in working and talking with you today a little bit about how we can honor and value our diversity, but not use our diversity as a screen against the necessity of having solidarity with each other, and solidarity across the boundaries of our neighborhood councils. One of your neighborhood council member, came up and spoke to me just a couple moments ago and wanted to promulgate a very good idea, which was the rule of three. The rule of three being that if any three neighborhood councils get together and share a common interest, that solidarity I spoke about a moment ago, you actually have power in the seats of government. That when neighborhood councils are working together, in groups of three at least, there is some capacity for moving the system forward. So I'll leave you with those words. Power, which you have, but you may not know how much. Politics, which you may be uncomfortable with. Becoming a problem, which may be a problem for you to become. And solidarity. 3 P's and an S.
Thank you. Right on the 5-minute mark. That was incredible.